Welcome to York College of Pennsylvania. Please find your seats. The processional will begin in 10 minutes. Once the processional has begun, no one will be permitted to leave or enter the field house until the processional is completed. Again, please find your seats as we prepare to welcome the graduates. Welcome to York College of Pennsylvania. Please find your seats. The processional will begin in 10 minutes. Once the processional has begun, no one will be permitted to leave or enter the field house until the processional is completed. Again, please find your seats as we prepare to welcome the graduates.
afternoon. Please be seated. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of York College of Pennsylvania, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Spring Commencement exercises. Today is a day of extraordinary significance, a day to honor the hard work, dedication, and perseverance of our graduates, to recognize the excellence of our faculty, and to celebrate the collective success of our Spartan community. We are fortunate to have so many Spartans gathered together in one room this afternoon. Our soon-to-be graduates, members of our Board of Trustees, our faculty and staff, and family members, we thank all of you for being here today. I would also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge a special guest joining us as well. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of York City, Sandy Walker. Graduates, your time on campus has been one of living, learning, and growing, a shared journey and community that you have helped nurture and that in turn has helped nurture you. Today marks the culmination of that journey, but it is also the beginning of a new chapter. As you prepare to leave this campus, you are ready to embrace the challenges, opportunities, and adventures that await you. Reaching this milestone is no small feat. It required discipline, courage, and commitment. But none of us succeeds alone. Along the way, you have been supported by friends and family, by mentors, and by the dedicated faculty and staff of York College. Graduates, before we continue with our ceremony, I invite you to please stand if you are able and join me in showing your appreciation for those who have stood by you throughout your journey. You may be seated. Thank you. As your president, I have had the honor of witnessing your growth and many achievements. You've each made your mark on this institution, and this college will always be your home. As your name is added to Old Spart, you will join generations of graduates before you, and we hope you will stay connected to us as Spartans for life. We are a community shaped by a simple yet profound motto: to serve is to live. And it's more than a set of words, it's a call to action and a reminder that a purposeful life is rooted in service to others and to the community. That spirit of service is not abstract here at York College. It is lived out every day in meaningful, tangible ways. We saw a powerful example of that just this past week as we celebrated the 30th anniversary of the York College Community Opportunity Scholarship Program, YCOSP, as an initiative grounded in the belief that access to education can change the trajectory of a life. Founded by visionary community leaders, including philanthropist Don Graham, the program reflects a deep and enduring commitment to opportunity, equity, and the future of our region. As part of that celebration, we also had the privilege of recognizing Don for his vision and leadership in helping to establish the program, and for remaining personally connected to it and to the students it serves for more than 3 decades. The impact is profound. Generations of graduates have gone on to lead, to serve, and to strengthen our community, living proof of what is possible when service is paired with opportunity. To our graduates, you are the beneficiaries of a community that believes in service, in opportunity, and most importantly, we believe in you. As you leave this place, you carry that responsibility forward, to lift others, to strengthen your communities, and to live lives of purpose and impact. Because here, we don't just talk about service, we live it every day. As you embark on your journey, it is also fitting to recognize those who have helped prepare you and who exemplify the lasting impact of service. At this time, I'd like to recognize 4 outstanding faculty members retiring from York College, whom we are proud to honor today. Dr. Scott Hamilton, Ms. Vicki Klein, Mr. Jeffrey Schiffman, and Dr. Xiao Zhao. Dr. Zhao is in attendance this afternoon, and so I'd ask that he please rise and remain standing. Dr. Xiao Zhao joined the faculty of York College in 1992, embarking on a rewarding career as a faculty librarian and historian. Holding an MLS and MED from Kent State University and a PhD in history from the University of Maryland, Dr. Zhou served for over 3 decades as a dedicated researcher and educator. At Schmidt Library, he provided deep research support and served as a long-term liaison to the nursing department, assisting students and faculty across undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs with their scholarly projects. His role as a faculty member was further defined by many years of teaching a core curriculum course, information literacy, and service on multiple faculty committees. To Dr. Zoe, Dr. Hamilton, Ms. Klein, and Mr. Schiffman, we thank you for your extraordinary service, your dedication to our students, and the legacy you leave here at York College. Please join me again in expressing our deep appreciation and warmest wishes for fulfilling retirement. Now it is my honor to introduce our graduating student speaker, Mariana Lally. During her time at York College, Mariana was involved in the Student Managed Fund as a treasurer, compliance officer, and financial analyst. She also helped fellow finance students as a course content tutor. She has served as a Spartan ambassador, interned with an academic consulting firm, and gained international experience working in diplomacy at the U.S. Embassy in Ankara, Turkey. After graduating today, Mariana will join a global firm in Istanbul focused on project finance for renewable energy and transportation, while also pursuing a master's degree at Vanderbilt University. Please welcome Mariana Lally.
Good afternoon, families, friends, faculty, and the class of 2026. Today, many people will look around this room and see graduates. But I see something more powerful. I see leaders sitting in every row of this room. And leadership doesn't begin the moment someone hands you a title. It begins with character. It begins with the way you approach challenges and the way you step forward when the path ahead is not completely clear. And if there's one thing we know about the world you are stepping into, it is this: it will not always be certain. And that is why this moment matters. Because York College of Pennsylvania is not simply sending graduates into the world today. It is sending leaders who know how to ask questions, who know how to listen, and who know how to work with people whose experiences and perspectives are different from their own. Those are the qualities that define this graduating class. And I know that personally, because like all of you, I've had moments here where I wasn't sure I had all the answers. Moments where the path forward wasn't completely clear. Before coming to York College, my life took me across the world. I lived in 8 different countries and studied in 11 different educational institutions. And moments like that remind you how quickly circumstances beyond your control can shape your path. But they also remind you that uncertainty does not define where you end up. It only challenges you to decide how you move forward. Through all those experiences, I encountered many places and many communities. But it was here at York College that I found something truly different. But that experience is not unique to me. Every person sitting here today has been shaped by the people around them, by the classmates who challenged your ideas, by the professors who believed in your potential, by the mentors and family members who supported you along the way. And that is what makes this moment powerful. Because the world you are entering will ask difficult questions, questions that don't always have easy answers. For some of us, those questions are not abstract. There are people all around the world facing uncertainty in ways that are real, immediate, and unavoidable. My uncle is currently serving on the front lines in eastern Ukraine, working in a unit that clears mines and unexploded ordnance so that others can move forward safely. It made me understand that leadership isn't always about opportunity, it's about responsibility. Responsibility is carried by people every day, all around us, and all around the world. And while not all of us will face those exact circumstances, every one of us will face moments where something is uncertain, where the path forward is unclear, and where someone needs to step forward. And what those moments make clear is this: they will not always be comfortable, and they will not always be certain, but it is necessary. It also requires the understanding that the knowledge and opportunities we carry are not just personal achievements. They are tools now we use to contribute to the communities and organizations we become part of. As Colin Powell once said, leadership is the art of accomplishing more than the science of management says it's possible. It's not only about the positions we hold, it's about the choices we make when others are watching and when no one is watching at all. Moments like that happen when people choose to step forward, take responsibility, and believe that progress is possible, even when the path ahead is uncertain. We see that spirit reflected across this graduating class. In the future healthcare graduates who will bring compassion, skill, and care to moments when patients need it most, and in the future business graduates who will build organizations, innovate, and help shape the communities and economies around them. Different paths, but the same responsibility. To use what we have learned here to make a meaningful difference in the world around us. And as we celebrate this moment, it is important to pause and say thank you. Thank you to the families who have supported us, to the professors and mentors who have challenged us, to the staff and faculty whose work made our education possible. Their belief in us has helped shape the graduates sitting here today. So as you leave your College of Pennsylvania and step into whatever comes next, remember this. There will be moments when the path forward is not obvious, moments when the answers are not clear, and when those moments arrive, someone will need to step forward. And in this graduating class, we are the leaders those moments call for. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Good afternoon, graduates. I am Michelle Hudson-Schellenberger, and I'm the Director of Alumni Engagement. I graduated in 1989 from York College of Pennsylvania, and it is truly an honor to stand before you today to congratulate you on this most incredible achievement and officially welcome you into the YCP Alumni Association. Today, you join a powerful network of over 37,000 alumni across the country and around the world. Spartans who, like you, once sat in these seats, filled with excitement and anticipation for what comes next. But today, we elevate that connection with a promise that defines our community. We are Spartans for life. No matter where your journey leads, your college will always be part of your story. As you step into the next chapter, take a moment to reflect on your time here, the lifelong friendships you've made, the late nights in the library, and the lessons learned both inside and outside the classroom. These memories will stay with you, shaping who you are and exactly where you're headed. While today marks the beginning of your journey as an alum, remember it's not goodbye, it's see you soon. I want to personally invite you to your 0-year reunion, homecoming weekend, October 2nd and 3rd. We hope to see you back on campus. It's a perfect opportunity to reconnect with friends, faculty, and the place that helped shape your future. We encourage you to stay connected, attend an event, come back to campus to mentor a student, or simply share your story with us. Because being a Spartan for life means the benefits of this degree extend far beyond today. You have lifetime access to the Career Development Center services, continued use of Handshake for job opportunities, and a team ready to help you connect with fellow alumni in your new city. Wherever life takes you, you always have the Spartan family cheering you on. As you walk out of these doors today, don't just carry a diploma. Carry the pride of everything you've built here. Go make your mark on the world, and keeping our motto close to your heart, remind the world that to serve is to live by making a positive impact in every community you enter. Enjoy this moment. You have earned it. Congratulations to our newest alumni, our leaders, and our Spartans for life.
One of the great privileges that I have as president of this institution is recognizing and celebrating the remarkable achievements of our faculty, who are committed educators, mentors, and experts in their field. The Presidential Award for Teaching and Mentoring Excellence honors a faculty member exemplifying innovation and effectiveness in creating learning opportunities for their students in the classroom, laboratory, and beyond. The faculty member also is recognized as someone who demonstrates a love for lifelong learning and intellectual discovery, which they model for students as well as the entire YCP community. As a mentor, the faculty member is recognized as a disciplinary expert, guiding student research and inquiry. The faculty member is also recognized as someone who serves as an anchor for students both academically and personally, leading students to see life's rich possibilities. I am very pleased to introduce the recipient of the 2026 YCP Presidential Award for Teaching and Mentoring Excellence, Professor Kimberly Cody Sutton. Dr. Sutton, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Sutton joined York College in 2011 and currently serves as the chair of the Education Department and Associate Professor of Education. She also serves as director of the Special Education, Secondary Education, Middle Level Education, and Elementary Education programs. Dr. Sutton's selection for this award is best described by her nominator, who wrote, "Dr. Sutton demonstrates an exemplary record of teaching, leadership, and mentorship here at YCP. Our special education students quickly learn that while she maintains high expectations and rigorous standards, she is also their strongest advocate and most enthusiastic champion. Her classes emphasize practical application, case-based learning, collaboration, and problem solving, ensuring that students are not only knowledgeable, but that they are confident and classroom ready. What truly distinguishes Dr. Sutton is the intentional care she invests in each student and advisee. She communicates expectations clearly and consistently, helping students understand both departmental standards and professional responsibilities in the field of education. She serves as a steady anchor as students navigate academic, professional, and personal challenges during their journey. Her office is frequently a gathering place for students seeking guidance, encouragement, or simply a moment of connection between classes. Dr. Sutton inspires her students to be passionate about their career pathway, seek out learning opportunities, and empowers her students to thrive academically, grow personally, and lead with purpose. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Kimberly Cody Sutton. I'm also pleased to continue a tradition that reflects our motto, "To serve is to live." The Presidential Award for Community Engagement honors a faculty member whose exemplary service enriches York College and the broader community. Through leadership in academic, professional, and civic arenas, this individual embodies the college motto, "To serve is to live," applying their expertise to foster institutional growth, elevate community partnerships, and create meaningful opportunities for student engagement and learning. I am delighted to introduce the recipient of the 2026 Presidential Award for Community Engagement to Professor Jennifer N. Engler. Dr. Engler, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Engler currently serves as the chair of the Psychology Department and a professor of psychology. Since joining the college in 2005, Dr. Engler has held leadership roles in several campus-wide student success initiatives, including the Spartan Success Network and Strategic Enrollment Management Council. She has forged community partnerships impacting hundreds of participants in regional organizations, including the Community Progress Council and the Women's Healthcare Group. She has also developed a poverty simulation that continues to be implemented across our community partners to support regional poverty and awareness in education. As her nominator wrote, Dr. Jennifer Engler exemplifies York College's motto through sustained leadership, institutional service, and meaningful engagement with both the campus and the broader York community. In her 2-decade career here at YCP, Dr. Engler has demonstrated exceptional commitment to the full spectrum of faculty service described in the college's mission: service to the department and institution, engagement with the profession, and partnership with the surrounding community. By applying her expertise as a clinical psychologist to both campus initiatives and community collaborations, she has strengthened institutional programs while addressing important social needs in the region. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Jennifer Engler. Now it is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Bryce Johnson. Bryce Johnson is the Senior Vice President of Football Administration, Senior Personnel Executive at the Atlanta Falcons. Mr. Johnson recently joined the Falcons after 10 years with the Philadelphia Eagles, most recently serving as a Senior Vice President focusing on salary cap and resource allocation strategy, player acquisition, contract negotiation and structuring, roster transactions, and compliance with the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. Mr. Johnson joined the Eagles in 2016 as a football administration intern and advanced through the roles of increasing responsibility, including football administration coordinator, director of football administration, senior director of football transactions, and vice president of football transactions and strategic planning. Prior to his career in professional sports, Mr. Johnson practiced law as a corporate associate at Proskauer Rose, LLP, where he focused on mergers and acquisitions as well as other transactional matters. As a native of Medford, New Jersey, Mr. Johnson graduated summa cum laude from York College of Pennsylvania in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in sport management. He was also a 4-year member of our college's men's lacrosse team. Mr. Johnson earned his Juris Doctorate degree, magna cum laude, from Georgetown University Law Center in 2014. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bryce Johnson.
Good afternoon. Before we get going, let's address the elephant in the room. If I look familiar to you, it's because I was the guy walking down Jackson Street last night who you thought might be an undercover cop. I promise I'm not angry at you. This is just the way my face looks. In all seriousness, let me start off by saying congratulations to the class of 2026. I'm very excited to be here to celebrate this achievement with you. For the reasons that Dr. Burns described in the introduction, I do feel particularly connected to all of you. I apologize in advance, but there will be a YouTube link if you'd like to watch the better version of this speech from the morning session. Thank you to Dr. Burns, Chair of the Board of Trustees Steve Tanzi, Vice Chair Carol Eicher, and the rest of the YCP leadership team for hosting me this weekend. And a special thank you to Dr. Molly Souter and Jeffrey Mullen for inviting me to speak and coordinating everything leading up to today. Initially, I refused, unless they would agree to wipe out all of your student loans when you walked out of here today. But they drive a hard bargain, and I settled for a coffee mug from the bookstore. Sorry, I tried, but hopefully you will find my thoughts to be equally valuable. Probably not, but let's see. I've always enjoyed attending graduations and listening to graduation speeches. I think that's because graduation is a truly unique moment when you transition from one phase of life to the next without any reason to have doubts. It might be the last time that you can ever be 100% confident that exactly where you are is exactly where you should be. From this point forward, the future will likely look a lot less clear than you are used to. For the past few years, you've had a blueprint for what to do. You had a class schedule. You received a syllabus. MRFs closed at 2. When you wake up tomorrow, you probably won't know where you'll be 4 years from now, and you may not even know where you'll be 4 weeks from now. Uncertainty will be the norm, and you will need to make a never-ending series of decisions that will determine the path you take. This is in some ways daunting, but it's also exciting. It's daunting because every decision you make will come with the downside. It's exciting because every decision you make will present an opportunity to shape your life and career in the way you want it to look and feel. This type of dynamic is at the core of the work we do in the NFL. Every time we evaluate a trade or a contract, it involves a set of trade-offs. Trading a draft pick for a proven player is variance for certainty. Contract negotiation often revolves around upfront payment versus long-term guarantees, or number of years versus salary per year, offense versus defense, so on and so forth. The key in making these types of decisions under conditions of uncertainty, both in that context and in your lives and career going forward, is not only accepting, but embracing that you probably can't win in all directions at all times. And from there, developing a clear point of view as to which set of trade-offs you prefer. It will be freeing to realize that the only things worth focusing on are the things that are truly important to you, the most align with your worldview, and that it's okay to let go of everything else. And when you have clarity on which types of things fall into which category, you'll often find opportunities to trade one for the other. In distilled form, a proverb says, those who know others have knowledge, but those who know themselves have wisdom. I'll illustrate the point with my own story. In 2002, I was a young fan of the NFL and growing up in South Jersey, specifically the Eagles. That spring, following the loss in the NFC Championship game, one of the star players on the team, linebacker Jeremiah Trotter, left in free agency to sign with Washington. The public explanation for the team not re-signing him seemed to revolve around this thing called the salary cap, which appeared to have a large influence on roster movement generally. Rather than taking that explanation at face value, I wanted to understand more about it, to verify it made sense, and to think through how it might apply in the future. So at the age of 12, I began spending a lot of my free time scouring the internet to learn about the salary cap rules and compile as much information as I could find to run my own calculations. I still have the first iterations of this work, where I used rulers to hand draw accounting charts on pieces of paper. I imagine my parents thought it was funny to watch me go on like this for months before finally telling me about Microsoft Excel. In 2005, the Eagles were dealing with a very public contract dispute with star receiver Terrell Owens. The topic of the salary cap was in the public conversation, and I was sitting around with spreadsheets of contract information I had been collecting. So as a sophomore in high school, I published a very basic website as a resource for fans to reference, and I was quickly invited on the sports radio WIP as a teenage salary cap expert. I suspect for the radio station this was meant as a tongue-in-cheek way to feud with the team, but it was very serious to me. Throughout my time at York, I continued to operate this website and write online when I wasn't doing schoolwork or playing lacrosse. In my first semester in 2007, in our Intro to Sport Management class, we were required to interview a professional who held the type of job that we wanted to obtain. For my project, which I recently found on an old hard drive, I interviewed a salary cap analyst for the Eagles and concluded the paper by describing a series of steps that I believe would eventually lead me to obtain that type of job. In 2010, as I was trying to figure out what exactly I would do after graduating from York, a guy named Howie Roseman was promoted to general manager of the Eagles. He had started with the organization as an intern after finishing law school. I thought that made sense for me, so I started on a path that took me to Georgetown for law school, and then to work as a corporate lawyer at a large firm in New York that was well known for sport industry transactions. The idea at the time, in 2014, was to work on those types of deals and then use that as a way to transition to the NFL as a lawyer, and then from there to the salary cap. But it wasn't really working out that way once I got to the firm, so I decided to double down on my hobby in my free time. I shut down my own website and started contributing to a larger one. I also realized that I needed to put myself in a position to say yes to any opportunity rather than banking on a comfortable path. In part, this meant paying down my student loans fast enough to be able to absorb a large financial change. I rented a 2-bedroom apartment in Hell's Kitchen on the 5th floor of a walk-up and rented the 2nd bedroom on Airbnb. Over a year and a half, I rented to nearly 100 sets of guests, mostly foreign tourists who became my rotating cast of temporary roommates. I would sometimes leave the law firm at lunchtime to clean the bathroom, and I would blog about the salary cap from laundromats at odd hours while I washed the sheets and towels. In 2016, the salary cap hobby led me to hearing about a salary cap opening with the Eagles of all teams. And I came into contact with the person who would go on to hire me and mentor me early in my career. The opportunity was exactly what I had been working towards for well over a decade. The catch? It would require leaving a prestigious job that only the top students at the top law schools are able to obtain. No office, no bio, no bio on the website, no health insurance, pay cut 70%, 7-0. In a vacuum, that looks like a really difficult decision. And if I didn't have a strong sense of what I prioritized, it could have been easy to get distracted by things that wouldn't have mattered to me and led me to making a decision I would have regretted after the fact, even if it made sense to other people. In fact, some colleagues at the law firm delicately suggested I keep in touch in case I felt compelled to return. Now you may be thinking, well, that's a pretty extreme example, and I suppose the reason I was invited to speak today is because it is. But the main point is that you will be faced with a less extreme version of this type of decision on a constant basis. And at every point along the way in my story, there were smaller decisions that accumulated over time into the bigger ones, all playing a part in shaping the reality to align with the preferences that were important to me. Notice I say preferences, not goals, the latter just being an embodiment of the former. In the 10 years that followed, I was fortunate enough to contribute to 2 Super Bowl championships along with a lot of great colleagues, and become one of Howie's most trusted advisors as we pushed the limits of the salary cap rules. In 2024, my name became the one on the player contracts, and ironically, the very first contract with my name on it was Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the son of the former player whose departure from the team had sparked my interest 22 years earlier. As was highlighted in the introduction, just last week, I was presented with my most significant decision since that example 10 years ago. While uncertainty is the norm, for the first time in a very long time, the future looked more uncertain in a more fundamental way. It was actually pretty helpful that I was working on this speech and delivering this message, and I can assure you that in making my decision, I took my own advice. After listening to the story, the specifics might seem surprising to you, but preferences can manifest differently on the surface over time while remaining consistent at the core level. As you sit here today, you may not have a particularly clear idea of what your core preferences are, but whether you realize it or not, you've actually already gotten a lot of practice honing in on the types of trade-offs that you prefer. You chose a major, you designed class schedules, you rented on Jackson Street from Mike or Scott. There are no obvious answers in how to approach any of those decisions, but you are sitting here because you were able to do all of it by following your instincts to align your reality with your preferences. The blueprint you've been following the last few years that I mentioned earlier was mostly designed by you. So while you've spent the last few years taking courses, writing papers, taking exams, the most important piece of knowledge you'll leave your college with is knowledge about yourself. So I encourage you all to spend time reflecting on that knowledge so that you can use it as wisdom in all of your future decisions. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Johnston. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Molly Hayes-Souter, Dean of the Graham School of Business, to come forward for the presentation of the candidates for degrees.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please stand? Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master of Accounting, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Public Policy and Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Associate of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. President Burns, the candidates standing before you and listed in the program have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees for the awarding of the degrees which they have completed.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer on those who have completed all of their requirements the degree which they have earned with all the rights, duties, and privileges pertaining thereto. Candidates, please come forward for the awarding of your degrees as directed by the Faculty Marshal.
Madhav Thapali. Eric John Milliser. Indu Samara Bastakoti. Crystal Lucera Martinez. Carrie Lynn Ambrosic. Raven Ashanti Dixon. Anna Karina Hunt. Marlena Elaine Kenuel. Madison Ray Harhager. Erin Grace McBride. Sarah Marie Forster. Patrick Sean Hagman. Ulysses Candelario Samanigo. Christopher J. Bettler. Jonathan Haberman. Philip Iwanko. Zan Denis Sanon. Balin Lanai Snyder. Julie Renee Fox. Kelly Lynn Tita. Vanessa Rochelle Longmead. Jacob Kyle Faust. Owida Ramona Rohan. Kayla B. Collins. Taylor Lorchak Krantz. Tiffany Marie Nana. Victoria M. Warfel. Nolan Reed Cronister. Jason Williams. Haley Maxine Curtis. Emma Lori Gaetchen. Nicholas Alvin Barry. William J. Henderson IV. Dylan Daniel Sperano. Jordan Thomas Racine. Shara Eltringham. Eligio Mendez Mendez. Emmy Francisco de la Cruz. Julio Ruelas Manzo. Xavier D. Jones. Edwin Enrique Romero. Aliyah G. Minguez. Cora Marie Polvacek. Yeda Liz Lopez Soto. Alejandra Esteban Elias. Domenica A. Delaney. Chris Eugene Wolf, Jr. Ryan S. Talencio. Vivian Eileen DeRozzi. Grace Ann Strickland. Evelyn Lee Stahl. Milo E. Bertram. Paige Caitlin Dill. Karelos Aziz. Matthew Scott Graber. Case Oburn. Owen Daniel Henderlight. Tyler Andrew Napier. Juliana M. Schilling. Adam A. Stockbauer. Justin Gianni Jafrida. Hannah Catherine Salt. Ashley Noel Byers. Olivia Marie Snyder. McKenna Lee Snyder. Laurie C. Georgie. Yusu Mpinga. Gwyneth Summer Davis. Natalie Louise Campbell. Madison Ann Grooms. Just pause for a second. Haley Anna Lise Yathers. Alyssa Rosine Martin. Molly Barbara Gutschall. Abigail Christine Sullivan. Shayla Shavka. Edna Ibisevich. Riley Danelle Lockman. Kylie McKenna Amy. Autumn Elaine Nelson. Sydney Elise Menser. Kate Kelly Walsh. Lauren Nicole Gillis. Juliana Marie Silvernail. Catherine Olivia Jeans. Lily Ann Rose Lacombe. Emily Kate Ackerman. Liberty Ava Topka. Emma Lynn Ertel. Young Kim. Of course. Ronan M. Maley. Joshua Avery Dahl. Caroline Ann Lowe. Hannah Louise Starowitz. Sage Mackenzie Thorpe. Haley Lynn Feast. Chloe Alexis Baylor. Autumn Grace Solers. Is it Gracie? Autumn Gracie Solers. Natalie Kate Rituma. Brianna Renee McKinn. Molly Leanne Rosawag. Emma Claire Regner. Kaylee N. Almany. Natalie Lynn Nyman. Victoria Elizabeth Johnson Walker. Roslyn Nicole Deal. Meheret A. Hiley. Jasmine Page Baldwin. Cecilia Grace DeRocco. Kaylin Elizabeth Dunnick. Cameron E. Thorne. Shannon Lee Swift. Joseph Donato Urban. Lane Nevin Berkey. Aaron Michael Hirschberger. Alexander Neild. Caleb Jonah Morris. Kira Rose Royer. Zoe M. Singleton. Alexandra Renee Mountain. Riley Caden McElroy. Sean Ross Rodriguez Escobar. Dylan T. Gibney. Chase Lee Cartledge. Benjamin Lawrence Murray. James Robert Herman. Joshua L. Smoot, Jr. Ethan James Larkin. Nathan Z. Dunsmuir. Evan John Piatak. Todd Michael Chapman. Sarah Faith Yetter. Eliana Julie Alexandrakis. Juliana Lisette Carrera. Logan Miriam Kronichik. Autumn Lynn Miller. Jessica Grace Heyer. Elise Yasmin Zook. Miriam Hannah. Shaylin Kimberly Rosenberg. Andrew J. Vermeulen. Caroline Mayman Smith. Carly Renee Ogurchik. Taylor Marie Morse. Aiden Christopher Porter. Connor Benjamin Guthrie. Sean M. Bissett. Brian Robert Cunningham. Jonathan Muller. Christopher Trong Koi Win. Megan Tori Holtzinger. Keith Michael Feenstra. Tayton Lee Hicks. Caleb James Mackel. Joseph Carl Kinkella. Benjamin Paul Burnt Steinhardt. Matthew P. Stoops. Joshua David Martz. Davis A. Guthrie. Matthew Franklin David Adams. Dominique Jordan O'Shea. Ryan R. Pesek. Tasha Marie Cole. Luke Austin McKinley. Ty W. Meckley. Kent Evans Schmallenberger. Tyler Austin Maxey. Amanda Christine Werzer. Brianna Elise Grimm. Georgia P. Panopoulos. Ama Leah Osei. Kemar Abdi Hassan. Khadijatu Clark. Logan Tyler Hockenberry. Lucas Patrick Fischel. Toby Kenneth Young. Arlette Garce Arlette Garce Bahaes. Sorry. Devin Michelle Tobianski Christie. Samantha Rose Papaya. Abby Lynn Hertz. Autumn Catherine Nemec. Caroline Barbara Junkin. Morgan Taylor Jones. Jordan Scott Weaver. Caroline Elizabeth Ray. Ava Lynn Vieras. Samantha Nicole Villalobos. Hannah Olivia Adler. Taylor Cheyenne Hepler. Bronson Cameron Gordon. Delaney Renee Smith. Megan Lee Wolf. Madison Elizabeth Kelly. Emma Sanyaya Mohammed Ali. Emily Elizabeth Kushner. Erin Nicole Sheffer. Sarah Gobran Kolta. Flences Sufer. Natalie Page Kreider. Christina Zanpierre. Rebecca C. Cox. James Matthew Boll. Tate Jefferson Landis. Nicholas G. Schroeder. Kai Jaden Sapala. Braden Christopher Rao. Alexander Jacob Smith. Brendan Stephen Weaver. Romeus V. Rodriguez. Camille Bayshore. Isabella Ann Clem. Nicola Marie Delaponte. Michaela Gail Mai Wovna. Luke Richard Ragusa. Jack Riley Doran. Jacob Douglas Delvecchio. Devin I. Odell. Angel Isaac Cartagena Luna. Paniotis Demetrios Tombrouos. Nicholas William Rizzo. Amy Christine Schmolazzi. Allison Grace Blair. Mariah E. Miller. Brianna Elizabeth Clary. Emma J. Fisher. Molly Adele Fairbrother. Just wait 1 second. Kaylin Rose Grouper. Rachel M. Horenjik. Delia Suzanne Molina. Debrina Ann Woods. Jalen I. Manning. Richard Valencia Mata. Thomas Michael Travato Jr. Rayvon Ernest Fowler. Bryce Christopher Durham. Gavin Daniel Miller. Carlos Gabriel Gomez. Alec Michael Kober. Reed William Anderson. Ian Patrick Bartels. Thomas Gordon Burgess. Kiana I. Coleman. Blanca Alejandra Cepiada. Derek Matthew Pierce. Zachary Anthony Caltrider. Anthony Stephen Intorcia. Braden Charles Landis. Elizabeth Rose Berry. Nicholas Wardale Haley. Landon R. Freed. Jasmine Lachelle Jones. Take your time, no worries. And Mariana Alexandra Lawley.
Well, it is my distinct honor to congratulate our newest crop of York College graduates. You are a force to be reckoned with. As a sign that you have earned your college degree through your commitment and hard work, you have to pass one more test. So this last test, on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to rotate your tassel from your right to the left to symbolize that you have graduated. So you got to wait for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations again, graduates. We are so proud of you. We ask for all of you to please stand if you are able for the singing of the alma mater and to remain standing through the recessional.